Coming up on LUTV News, the world's most important waterway is blocked. Find out what that means for shipping going forward. Plus, the debate for mayor of St. Louis kicked off yesterday as Tashira Jones and Kara Spencer faced off. And a local auto plant stops production as a result of product shortage. Those stories and more ahead on LUTV News. Welcome to this edition of LUTV News. I'm David Bradford. The Egyptian SUEZ Canal is currently blocked due to an evergreen vessel running aground. There has been 8 tugboats sent out to try and move the vessel, which has stopped marine traffic. The SUEZ Canal is one of the most important waterways in the world and accounts for about 12% of the world's trade volume. Head of SUEZ Canal Authority Lieutenant General Osama Rebel says if this lasts for weeks, it will disrupt shipping in a major way. Boulder Police Department has identified the suspect in Tuesday's deadly Colorado shooting as Ahmad Alyssa. They're still trying to find out his motive. When exiting the building, Alyssa would not notify cops of other possible suspects and only ask for his mother. Some believe Alyssa had been suffering from mental illness due to being bullied in school. Police hope to find the suspect's motive soon. The St. Louis mayoral debate took place yesterday. Tashira Jones and Kara Spencer squared off as they were questioned by a panel of local St. Louis media personalities. The candidates talked about their stances on issues such as policing in the St. Louis area, handling race-based issues, reducing the number of aldermen, and the expansion of charter schools. Jones has been the city's treasurer since 2012, and Spencer represents the 20th Ward of St. Louis. Straight ahead on LUTV News, production stops at Wentzville General Motors plant, and it may cost the company billions. Find out why after the break. A new proposal sponsored by State Representative Cody Smith plans to slow Missouri's minimum wage increase. Back in 2018, Missourians voted to increase the minimum wage. The proposal will allow minimum wage to reach $12 by the time of 2026 instead of the original year plan 2023. Some business owners say that they have seen employee commitment levels increase, as does their minimum wage. This proposal is fought hard by voters. Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmidt announced that he will run next year for the Republican nomination for the U.S. Senate. Senator Roy Blunt is retiring, and Schmidt hopes he can fill that seat. Schmidt's announcement happened 2 days after former Missouri Governor Eric Greitens announced he was running. Schmidt states he has never stopped fighting for Missouri and conservative values. Both seats are currently held by Republicans. Missouri last voted for a Democrat in 2012. General Motors has extended production cuts in North America as a result of a semiconductor chip shortage. The automaker said that production at its Wentzville plant will stop for the weeks of March 29th and April 5th. Spokesman David Barnas says that GM will lose about $2 billion this year as a result of the chip shortage. Semiconductor chips are used in cars to monitor engine performance, manage steering or automatic windows, and in electrical systems. Vehicles affected by production cuts include mid-sized pickups, the Chevrolet Colorado, the GMC Canyon, made at the Wentzville plant. Missouri lawmakers will discuss 2 bills to rename a roadway in honor of slain police captain David Dorn. State Representative Shamed Dogan of Baldwin and Senator Stephen Roberts of St. Louis are heading 2 bills that would create the David Dorn's Memorial Highway. The highway will honor David Dorn's years of service in law enforcement. Dogan's bill advocates a portion of Interstate 70 from Shreve Road to Kings Highway Boulevard. Roberts' legislation targets a section of St. Charles Rock Road from Interstate 170 to Keeneland Avenue. On Tuesday, officials will meet to discuss Dogan's bills during a public hearing. Captain Dorn was shot and killed on June 2, 2020, outside of a Lee's Pawn and Jury in North St. Louis during a night of unrest following the death of George Floyd. Roberts says a memorial highway will ensure Dogan's legacy of service in St. Louis and will help future generations remember senseless violence that night.
Up next in weather, it started off with plenty of clouds, but now it's clearing up to be a nice and sunny Wednesday. While the local area is warming up, more rain is in the forecast for the next 24 hours. Find out more when we come back. As we look across the country, there will be mostly dry weather going on for now. The Northeast is getting some nice warm weather for a couple of days, but they will be expecting a temperature whiplash from an incoming cold front. Further south, mostly low pressure all along the southern states, with a possible severe thunderstorm coming from the Gulf. Now taking a look at the local map, St. Charles currently sits at 61 with partly sunny. Across the river is 60 in Maryland Heights and mostly sunny as well. Same as St. Louis to the east as we head into the afternoon. To the west, both O'Fallon and St. Peter's are also enjoying that same mostly sunny weather, with it being 60 in O'Fallon and 61 in St. Peter's. Moving to the 5-day forecast, you can see more precipitation tomorrow with the high still staying in the low 60s. The rain should leave us alone by Friday with the sun peeking out from the clouds again. The temperature remains hovering in the low 60s until we go into the weekend and still sticking to that mid-40s range. It'll be mostly sunny on Saturday too, but with a high of mid-70s. The low still wants to stay in that mid-40s range even throughout the weekend. But by Palm Sunday, it will look to be a beautiful sunny day, sitting at a comfortable high in the low 60s. Today is the day to enjoy some of that sunny weather before the cloud steals it from us again. Stay safe and stay dry tomorrow. From LUTV Weather, I'm Ben Kaiser.
Coming up, as the season approaches, one Cardinal starter is already fighting his groove down in Florida. Find out who when we come back.
Let's take off his sweatshirt. Get rid of pictures of him. You don't have to look at him. Goodbye, Dave.
Mom, you don't understand. He's tagged in like 400 of my posts.
I can cut out tags.
No, that's not how it works.
What is a tag?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care would love to share their first with you.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
You quit smoking and thought, that's that. But here's the thing about lung cancer. By the time you see the symptoms, it could be too late. But now, there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early, when it's more curable. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Adam Wainwright continued his strong spring in the Cardinals' 5-5 tie to the Washington Nationals on Tuesday. Wainwright went 6 innings, allowing just 1 run, 2 hits, and only 1 walk while striking out 7 batters. The efficient outing brought Waino's ERA down to 1.83 and a team-high 19 innings pitched. The Cardinals will start their regular season in just 1 week on April 1st in Cincinnati. Starting today, a limited number of tickets will go on sale to the general public for St. Louis Blues home games. Tickets went on sale Wednesday at noon and can be bought in seating pods of 2 or 4. The team announced that they are increasing seating capacity at the Enterprise Center to over 4,000 starting with Friday's home game against the Anaheim Ducks. In their last game, the Blues fell to Las Vegas Golden Knights 5-1 with Vince Dunn scoring the Blues' lone goal. The loss dropped the Blues to 16-11-5 on the season as they currently sit 4th in the West. They traveled to Minnesota to take on the Wild on Thursday before returning home on Friday. If you filled out a bracket for March Madness, it's probably busted after opening weekend. 7 of the 16 second-round matchups saw the lower seed pull off the upset, including 8th-seeded Loyola defeating number 1 seed Illinois on Sunday, and then number 3-seeded Kansas losing to the 6th-seeded USC on Monday. USC blew out the Jayhawks 85-51 in Indianapolis. Up next is the Sweet 16, which gets started on Saturday with Oregon State taking on Loyola. Lindenwood basketball senior guard TJ Crockett nearly led the league in scoring, finishing 3rd, averaging 27.5 points a game. And now Crockett will be heading to Indianapolis to compete in the college slam dunk contest. Crockett got the nod after receiving the most votes in the Dark Horse Dunker competition, which included 8 players all across the nation. The voting, which ran from February 24th to Monday, took place virtually. Crockett was announced as the winner on Tuesday, sending him to Indianapolis to compete on April 1st in the dunk contest. It will be televised nationally on ESPN. That's all I have for LUTV Sports. I'm Dominic Hosher.
That's it for this edition of LUTV News. I'm David Bradford. Thanks for joining us.